University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the UTEP Miners and the New Mexico Lobos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the UTEP head coach before the game, guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Lobos headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Offense working from the pistol. And off to Jones. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Driven back.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hits inside. It's Humphrey. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Did make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Colson. It's caught downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Down at the 42. And first down for the offense.
The Miners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. And off to Jones. All over him immediately.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right side, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
And the Miners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, UTEP.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And it's not sexy and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
To the air, it's Lane. They're all over him. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Humphrey. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Lobos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Third and long right here. Back to throw, it's Colson. He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Making his first move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Straight ahead, it's Humphrey. Past the 6. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air, it's Lane. That's caught, it's Humphrey. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play after that.
The Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And off to Jones. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper. Got the 1st down. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miners. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Lane. Out wide right, it's Humphrey. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's Key. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Oh, pressure's coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Jones. He's got enough. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side is Thomas. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Drops back on first down. Works the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 11 team, the Missouri Tigers.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Man, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll ride him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. This is a designed run. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Brown. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Miners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Lobos. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. From the gun, it's Jones. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second and long here. looking for a man. It's Colson. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
On the play, unit up for first down.
They'll go back to the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The give to the right. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Touchdown, UTEP! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacks on the extra point.
UTEP 24, New Mexico 21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lane. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. And off to Jones. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Colson. Out wide right, it's Thomas. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Leaves it in his belly. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Jones. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 on a big pickup on that one.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation.
Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
Looking for a huge play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
There you go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a 1st and goal, that's just right. Beck's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Number 47 set to kick off.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Blue 85, blue 85. Ready, go.
Just feeds the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield. It's Lane. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just left that ball well short.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's key. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Lobos headed quickly to the line. Trying to establish the run. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
Intercepted by UTEP. And they'll take over first and 10.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead. Caught, and he's got room. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
By the receiver.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. The handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Jones. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the Miners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back to put the pressure on their own defense.
They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, UTEP. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Humphrey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Humphrey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field, and they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive, still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.